CIGTV News Update. I'm Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us. We begin with sad news this evening. The Ministry of Tourism releases a statement on the passing of tourism pioneer and advocate, Mr. Darrington Miller. It reads, quote, "It is with great sadness that we mourn the loss of the legendary and beloved Darrington Miller, who was a pioneer and advocate of the tourism industry. Bo's association with tourism goes back more than 3 decades and includes many successful ventures, including the construction and management of tourist accommodations in Northside and Georgetown, and the establishment of the first North Coast Tourism Council. Bo had the biggest of hearts and frequently put the needs of others before his own. He was as much loved for his wisdom and business acumen as he was for his spirit of Cayman kindness, which was evident in all he did throughout his life. The Ministry of Tourism extends deepest condolences to Bo's family, friends, and loved ones at this sad and difficult time. As a community, we take comfort in knowing that he is at peace and will forever be grateful for the many cherished memories he has left in our hearts," end quote. And of course, these photos you're looking at were recently taken at the groundbreaking ceremony in Northside at the future Bo Miller Public Beach, where family, friends, invited guests, elected and senior government officials all attended this special event. We too extend our condolences to Mr. Miller's family and friends. In other news today, the 2018 hurricane season doesn't start until June 1st, but local experts in this area are on top of what the season is predicted to look like. Here's Director General of the Local Weather Office, Mr. John Tibbetts, who takes a look back at the 2017 season, a look forward at this year, and is reminding everyone who lives in the Cayman Islands of the importance of preparation.
It produced 70 named storms, 10 hurricanes, and 6 major hurricanes. More specifically, though, the hurricane season is more remembered for a number of these storms producing a significant amount of damage and high death tolls. When you sit down and think about what Harvey did in Texas, for example, and then Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria in the Northeast Caribbean, the Regional Hurricane Committee this year will have an interesting job because their job is to retire hurricane names. And I'm expecting at least those 3 to be retired. The 2018 hurricane season is forecast to be quite a bit gentler, shall we say, than that season. We have 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes predicted for the upcoming hurricane season. As a reminder, though, these are only predictions, and they're not always tremendously accurate. They do have their moments when they hit it spot on, as it were, but other times the forecast is way out. So they're actually used more for guidance than anything else. Well, first of all, point number 1 is that if you live in the tropics, hurricanes are part of your life. Okay, you can't live in the tropics and not prepare or at least consider what you're going to do in the event of a hurricane. It also means that from June the 1st until the end of November, everybody is listening, supposed to be listening very carefully to Weather Channel and various other sources that provide meteorological information and in particular storm information. Now, your Cayman Islands National Weather Service and other agencies around the Cayman Islands have a tendency to tailor that information for the Cayman Islands context. You go to the Weather Channel, it might not speak specifically the Cayman Islands. It will speak more about the Western Caribbean or something like that. And some of the distances away that storms are from the Cayman Islands, you might have to get those details more from the local sources. The other thing with it too is that the impacts of these systems, the people that are the experts on the impacts of hurricanes on the Cayman Islands are more the people that are here in the Cayman Islands. We do work very, very closely with the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. And for the record, the National Hurricane Center in Miami does not issue warnings for the Cayman Islands. The warnings that come out on their bulletins come out because the Cayman Islands government, through hazards management and the National Weather Service, have issued those warnings for the Cayman Islands. And the impacts and the danger and threat to the Cayman Islands are considered by your local National Weather Service and working closely with hazards management. The other thing that you should pay attention to is any educational opportunities that come from the National Weather Service or Hazards Management. There's a big thing that Hazards Management is into now, and that's training of regional groups. So if you've got a housing complex and they might want to have some training about how to respond to a hurricane and stuff like that, things that you need to keep track of. Who has the bulldozer, who has the electric saw, who has whatever it is. You need to know that in your region, and you need to know like emergency contacts and where to look for information.
Again, the hurricane season begins June 1st and ends on November 30th. Finally, Shanda Reid, an Immigration Department Communications Center officer, is the top civil servant for the month of February this year. She's recognized for delivering outstanding customer service. A press release tells us that Ms. Reid delivers high-end service in 3 critical areas of the department, which help to enhance customer experience and improve productivity within the Department of Immigration. Deputy Governor Franz Manderson noted that the department receives many positive comments from customers about Ms. Reid's performance. Shanda exemplifies all that one can be as a model civil servant and a world-class civil servant, he says. We say congratulations to fellow civil servant Shanda Reid. Well, if you missed today's news update, you can go to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush with your CIGTV News Update. Thanks for joining us. We invite you to do the same again tomorrow. Until then, have a safe and wonderful night. And as I always say, bye-bye for now.